Hey, it's Adam, and welcome to part 3 of my Understanding Masculinity series. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 essential practices for increasing your masculine energy and becoming more in touch with your divine masculine. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, I've intentionally made them as a foundation for this video over here. Let's get into the 10 practices right now. Practice number 1 for increasing masculinity is semen retention and nofap. This is number 1 for a reason, because semen retention basically means not coming, like holding in your semen. So not watching porn, not masturbating and blowing your load. This is an absolute key. There's a reason why semen retention is such an important fad on YouTube. Our society has conditioned us as men to be hooked on porn and constant visual sexual stimulation and making us want to blow our load all the time. So semen retention, holding in your creative energy. Your semen is literally the energy of creation. It is so powerful, powerful enough to create a human life. So personally, in my experience, I find myself being a lot more driven, a lot more connected to my purpose, a lot more energetic, a lot more masculine. Check out part 1 to understand what masculine energy is at the core. I find myself being a lot more in touch with my masculine energy if I have not ejaculated for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think this is key. So if you are addicted to porn or you find yourself feeling like you have to masturbate, then you're going to be robbing yourself of a lot of masculine energy. Semen retention. It's amazing. Try it. Exercise number 2 is hard work in the direction of your life's purpose. So check out part 2 of this video series, Finding Your Life's Purpose. And it is going to build a lot of masculine energy in you if you work hard every single day towards achieving your life's purpose. So let's say your life's purpose is to be a beautiful painter and to be one of the best painters in the entire world. Every single day for 2 hours, 3 hours, you're practicing your painting skills. You're drilling yourself. And then for the rest of the time, you're also working on a lot of these other practices. And then you're also working on marketing and business and figuring out how to monetize your passion. This hard work in the direction of your life's purpose, the thing that's the most meaningful to you, is one of the cores of masculine energy, because this is going to make you that strong, unmovable pillar who picks one path at the expense of all the other paths. Exercise number 3, create something meaningful. Creation. The masculine energy is all about giving your gifts of love to the world, sharing what is most meaningful to you with the world. So in order to do this, we have to train ourselves. We have to train our skills. If you're a speaker, you have to train your speaking skills. If you're a guitarist, you have to train your guitar skills so that you are strong enough to express your innermost, deepest core of love into the world and to create something meaningful, because the masculine energy is all about penetrating the world with love and sensitivity and compassion. Exercise number 4, have sex with beautiful women. Now, this one is also extremely important for building your masculine energy because nothing is going to keep you on your edge and nothing is going to test you more than a beautiful woman. A woman who is in her feminine is the ultimate thing that is going to test you and make sure that you are on point and on your masculine edge. A woman who is in her feminine is literally a reflection of the world. And if you are able to penetrate the woman energetically and literally with your masculine loving gift, then you are also going to be able to penetrate the world with your masculine loving gift, because woman and world are the same. The way you penetrate the world is the way that you penetrate woman. So that's going to keep you on your edge. Have sex with beautiful women. Next exercise, or the next point, is to exercise consistently, get your body in shape. But I want to make a key distinction between exercising like a mindless monkey and exercising like a conscious sage. There's a difference. So it's one thing to go to the gym and just pump out some sets of some super heavy weights and almost throw out your back and throw on some rock and roll music and just do as many sets as you want. That's cool. You can do that. I do that sometimes, and that's fun. But I think it's even more effective for building masculine energy to exercise consciously. So when I'm exercising, my awareness is grounded and centered in the present moment. And exercises like yoga, where you're forced to be conscious of your body and to breathe deeply and to practice breathing exercises, I think these are even more effective than pumping bicep curls at the gym, although those are cool as well. So conscious exercise is a key for keeping you in touch with your masculine energy. Number 6, read a book about masculinity. And read a book about life purpose and about personal development. Now, I think this is super underplayed, but it's very, very key. Fill your mind with information about success. Fill your mind with information about spirituality and meditation and being grounded. Fill your mind with information like the way of the superior man, about masculine energy. I've read this book almost 5 times already, and I think I'm going to have to read it over 20 times to fully integrate and bathe in all of the amazing wisdom that is in these books. So an amazing practice. Purchase yourself a book like The Way of the Superior Man, or you could even check out my video, 7 must-read books for self-mastery, and buy them and read them and take notes, because this is going to fill your mind with a really positive, optimistic drive to fuck life. And that's the core of the masculine energy. Next, exercise for increasing masculinity. This is almost never talked about, and there's a lot of masculinity channels out there that do some amazing work, but I feel like we really miss out on these last 3 points. So I've intentionally left them to the end. These are some serious core pillars for masculinity. And number 7 is a daily meditation practice. Now, I'm not just talking about meditating for 5-10 minutes so that you can be more effective in your work, or meditating for 5-10 minutes so that you can calm down a little bit. I'm talking about serious meditation practice. Check out my video, How Meditation Works. I'm talking about meditating for an hour every single day and taking it seriously and researching it, because nothing is going to keep you on your edge and challenge you more than sitting on your ass and doing nothing. David Deida talks about it a lot. Meditation is really the foundation of the superior man, because meditation allows you to connect with your innermost core and helps you remember that on the inside, you are fundamentally empty. And this emptiness is what grounds you in the present moment. So this emptiness, being identified with the empty awareness, the empty consciousness, which masculine energy is, make sure to check out part 1 of this series. This empty consciousness is detached from the world. And that's a key to embody your masculine energy, is to be detached from the forms of life, the feminine, to be detached from the swaying, ever-flowing dance of the world, so that it doesn't take you off of your path, off of your mission that you've chosen. So meditation is going to help you overcome your fears. It's going to help you cut through distractions, and it's going to help you stay on your path. And it's also going to challenge you and keep you grounded in the present moment. This is absolutely key. I personally believe that there's no way that you're going to be able to fully embody your divine masculine without a serious meditation practice. And then that leads into point number 8, go on a meditation retreat. David Deida also talks a lot about this. The man needs to connect himself with the fact that he needs to connect himself with the present moment so that he can see clearly the current circumstances of his life, and he can see that he has not yet purified himself enough, and that he is uncomfortable with the current way that his mind is. So if you've ever been on a meditation retreat, oh my God, I've been on over 10 of them, some of them for over 10 days, and holy shit, you will not suffer any more in your life than on a meditation retreat. Not because sitting and doing nothing is physically difficult, but because it's emotionally, psychologically so difficult. When you're on your 7th day of the meditation retreat and you've been sitting already, not sitting, but meditating already for 8 hours, and then you have another 8 hours to go, how do I even explain the level of presence that you need to cut through all of your fears and worries? You're going to be sitting there like, how the frig? Why would I do this to myself, first of all? And second of all, how am I going to last another 3 days of meditating 16 hours every single day? I am absolutely burnt out and finished and done. I'm bored out of my mind. I need some sugar, or I need some porn, or I need something to calm me down and take me out of this present moment, because it sucks and it's so empty and nothing is permanent and it's just full of suffering. The masculine is able to connect himself and ground himself in the suffering of the present moment. And the emptiness, the impermanence of the present, that is what grounds him. So he doesn't need comfort. He's actually comfortable in being uncomfortable. And that's you living on your edge and facing your fear. Book a meditation retreat, a Vipassana retreat. If you seriously care about connecting to your masculine edge, you will find out what it means when you're doing some really serious meditation work. Next point, number 9. Now this point I think is actually really cool. Go on a vision quest with some psychedelics. So again, if you don't feel like you're ready to do this, I'm not endorsing you to do something irresponsible. Obviously, check out my video, How to Use Psychedelics for Personal Development. And you can even check out my 5 grams of in silent darkness mushrooms trip report. Do your research. I'm not condoning that you do any psychedelics, but I think that this vision quest could get you a lot of growth and really connect you to the masculine energy. What happens is that when you take mushrooms or LSD or some type of psychedelic and you are by yourself and you intentionally set the intention that this is a vision quest and the purpose of this trip is that I'm going to connect to my deep core and my deep purpose. When you do that, the mushrooms or the psychedelic that you're taking, they'll challenge you. And they'll keep you on your edge. And a vision quest is almost like an entire meditation retreat, but a meditation retreat I think is a lot more effective because you're sober and you're doing nothing in every single moment. So nothing can really replace the value of a meditation retreat. However, going on a solo vision quest responsibly can really get you a lot of growth and turn you into a man. This is what the natives, this is what they used to do. When a boy would turn 12 years old, it was time for him to go on a vision quest. They would load him up with peyote and all kinds of crazy psychedelics that would make him delirious and scare the ever-living shit out of him. And they would send him out into the woods for 10 days. With no food, they'd load him up with psychedelics. They'd force him to hunt and survive for himself. And if he died, he wasn't a man. But if he survived and he came back 10 days later, he was a man. He's fully a man. The reason why is because this is going to keep you on your edge. So maybe you can book a camping trip for yourself or go out into the woods and connect yourself to survival. I think this is really key. This is a key practice for reinvigorating your masculine energy. So when you're building a fire or you're chopping down some wood, or if you're tripping on 3 grams of mushrooms, this is gonna connect you to your masculine core. And then this last point, I don't know if you guys are even ready for this last point. To connect to your masculine energy more, you have to be more girly. You have to be more of a girl. What does this mean? You have to connect to your divine feminine as a man. You have to connect to your divine feminine more so that you can fully appreciate what it means to be a whole and complete man. Now, you can't skip this. This isn't like, oh, Adam, I'm going to do the other 9 practices, but the 10th practice, you're telling me what? You want me to dress more colorful in long, flowy clothes? Or you want me to talk with a lisp and move my hands, and you want me to grow my hair out, or you want me to talk about guys and gossip with a group of girls? Yes. And for a lot of men, we have this really weird masculinity complex where we feel like we have to be all macho and, oh, girls, oh, the I don't gossip about guys, and oh, I only wear suits and tight-fitting clothes to show off my muscles. I can't wear loose, flowy, colorful clothing. What? I'm not a bitch. Adam, you want me to be a pussy? No, you're putting on a masculine veneer to hide the fact that you're actually insecure about your own masculinity. So if you want to be a real man, then you have absolutely no problem being girly, being expressive, acting, flirting with guys even. Like this kind of stuff, this would literally drive a lot of guys up the wall. Like a lot of guys get really, really defensive when they hear me talking about acting more gay or acting more feminine. This is key. This is a key to build up your masculinity, because nothing for a lot of men is more scary than being seen as a homosexual. Because our society, all of our friends, as a guy, you probably know this, you probably call each other faggots, or you probably call each other homos just for fun. It's like, oh, you're so gay, bro. And this is the sad truth of life and our current society, is that guys are extremely scared of being seen as being soft or feminine. And if you want to elevate your masculinity to the highest level, then you need to embrace this side of yourself. And this will actually make you a lot more attractive towards women, because this is the sign of a true man who can be a man when it's necessary, and then also be feminine when that's necessary. Just for fun, because it's fun to be feminine sometimes, right? So thank you so much. Those are my 10 exercises for increasing your masculinity and connecting to your masculine core. I hope this helped you. There's a lot of really, really, really good stuff on this list. I'm very proud of this list. This is a very comprehensive list. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave it a like. Comment about what was the most interesting one that you're going to implement into your life. Subscribe for more. Tomorrow is part 4. I think I'm gonna talk about dealing with women as a man. So I'm gonna talk about relationship dynamics, and it's gonna be a lot to go over. I'm super excited about talking about that, so stay tuned for more. I hope you have yourself an amazing life.